Can you tell us a little bit about FIRST Robotics and where we're at today?
Yeah, so FIRST is a global nonprofit. We serve about 100 countries and 800,000 students across the world. So we have kindergarten to 12th grade programs serving students all the way from 6 all the way up to 18. Here in the state of Illinois, we have about 8,000 students that are involved, 60 FRC teams, 180 middle school programs, and about 550 elementary programs. So we're a big establishment. We're trying to grow bigger. Make sure these students get exposed to the automation industry, get exposed to CAD, CNC manufacturing, programming, computer vision, all of the things that are critical for our workforce for the future.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved?
Yeah, so I'm the regional director here for Illinois. So I work with our programs in the state of Illinois, supporting our youth serving organizations, schools, running our culminating celebratory events, and then obviously working with our sponsors and partners that support us. I was actually a student on a team about 20 years ago. So a little bit distant. And I went through computer science, did about 10 years as a web developer, and then realized this is the future. We need to start working with our young people and empower them to help them build a better tomorrow.
Could you tell us a little bit more about that? So was there a moment, a story? What's going on? Like, I'm working and then I want to do this.
Yeah, no. So I've been involved since high school. I was working with middle school students, and it kind of clicked when I got to college, and I realized, well, it was really cool to build robots, but what about all my teammates? What about what's going to happen in the future? And so I got involved in college, started teams there, and I was just volunteering. And then it just became more and more part of my life. And, building robots and doing cool tech is one of the greatest things in the world. But being able to teach a young person to be able to do that is even more rewarding. So it's just incredible to see that come through with my students.
You mentioned that you were a robotics student.
Yeah.
How big has this gotten to compared to when you were going through it?
Insane. I mean, first off, AI has been crazy in the last 2-3 years. And at first, we really want to emphasize using all the tools available to our students. So we've come out in an education stance that whatever tool is available, we're going to try to incorporate it into our curriculum and our program. So we encourage students to use AI. Just technically, robots are much faster, much more capable, much more innovative. The technology has just gotten even crazier. And I think that's a huge part to a lot of our sponsors and partners who have been advising us on what kind of technologies to use and how to get these students up to date.
How many more resources are there for kids now versus when you were going through this?
Much more, right? So when I was in the program, I think there was maybe about 500 to 1,000 teams worldwide. Now we're about 3,800. Wow. And it's really been global. Here at A3, we're really lucky that we got some Mexico teams all the way from 2 different cities in Mexico invited out here, as well as all the teams from Illinois. Wow. So it's truly become global and massive for sure.
How rewarding is it getting to work with these kids, see their passion, see their knowledge, all that kind of thing?
Incredible. I started my mentorship journey, and I still, I work for FIRST and I do this full time, but I work with a group of students as a volunteer. Yeah. And so I've started with them about 10 years ago. And so I'm now starting to see those students graduate college and get jobs. I'm talking about students that were in struggling families that didn't have parents that went through college or had any education, and are now working at companies like Amazon or different high-frequency trading companies on the forefront of technology, working in manufacturing jobs, not as like a person on the line, but as someone that's innovating the next thing, right? As making the next new product that we need for the world.
You did just touch on it briefly there, but just how life-changing can this be for these kids?
I mean, incredibly. I was destined to be the next Bill Gates because I wanted to invest or innovate on Microsoft. But I think I'm still going to be a Bill Gates, just not with the money and trying to change the world, right? And so for me, my personal life has changed, but I see that in my students, right? Like they go from not knowing what a computer is, not knowing what a soldering iron is, to being able to teach 10-year-olds how to solder, how to program, and then taking that skill level to actually inventing new products, purchasing a printer farm and being able to make biomedical devices or working on B-2 bombers. There's all kinds of amazing stories that FIRST alumni have contributed already. And this is just the start,
Could you talk a little bit about what it's like and the process to work with schools to develop their own robotics programs? I know that's a really long question, but
Yeah.
where do you want to take that one?
Well, that's probably the key, and that's where I think we fit in perfectly because we're also here disrupting the education system a little bit, right? We realize that education needs to adapt to the future where we are already. It no longer can be, this is how you solve a triangle. Here's a triangle, solve it. Okay, let me grade it. We need to adapt to this is how you solve a triangle. Build a robot that can shoot balls, right? And so that's what FIRST is doing, where we set the challenge up here. We still give them the resources to be able to build, but we are trying to disrupt education and meet teachers where they are and provide them the curriculum and the resources so that they can teach the future workforce and solve problems.
Is that one of the big challenges? Because like, I mean, honestly, like it should be pretty close to a core subject at this point, right? But obviously that this is a thing that requires a lot more resources than a typical subject. So what's that process kind of like to deliver?
Yeah, I think I can't emphasize enough how critical our corporate sponsors and partners are. So our programs are founded on mentorship. So we pull from industry and get people that are working in industry to come out and actually work with our students. So right beside our teachers who know how to work with students and know the child development side. So we're merging that, and that's where FIRST is kind of at the forefront of merging our education skills, but also working with our industry partners and bring those two together. So to answer your question, it's difficult.
Right.
For sure, it's difficult. You know, we're trying to change the way the world operates, but that's the thing we need to do. It's critical. We need to do that for a better tomorrow.
You mentioned about 500 to 1,000 when you were going through. Now you're at 3,800.
Yeah.
What does the future look like for robotics education?
Yeah. I mean, hopefully we see a program in every single school. And beyond that, in every youth serving organization, every connection that, you know, I was actually talking to a teacher here from Chicago Public Schools who said they don't have the resources to run something like this after school. And only their engineering students that take selective courses can do this. And her point is every single student needs to touch it. Whether or not they go into the automation industry, this is the new language, right? Students need to be able to speak programming, need to be able to speak computers. So it's difficult for sure, but I'm hoping that if we are able to get our programs, our curriculum, a touch of it into every school, we'll be able to do that. So we're working pretty hard on that. We're trying to take our really complex robots that some of these teams have built and simplify it so that any student and any teacher can accept it and it's accessible for them. So that's our future path so that we can get it to every kid.